Hello, good evening, all. Welcome to GG Happy's session of today. Hi, Reshma.
Hello, Dr. Vishal. So, welcome all of you to Google Educator Group session of Ahmedabad and Pune. And today we have an exciting session, and I welcome all the new members here. So, Dr. Vishal, because we have a lot of new members joining in on our session,
Yes,
I would request
yes,
you to introduce what Google Educator Group is and what we have been doing.
brilliant. Yeah. So, yes, welcome all new people. All the members joined today to the group from, say, Amritsar or Punjab. And we are very happy that our group is getting enriched with more and more passionate educators. Uh, GG is basically Google Educator Group, and it's basically a group for the educators community to talk with each other, to collaborate, to exchange ideas, and to exchange know-how. So here we are using this group for the same purpose. So every Saturday we have a session over here. We'll be having different tools being shared with you all people. And today we have Mr. Kaushal Sen with us, who is going to talk about Parlay ideas. So hello Kaushal sir, you are live on the show right now. Kaushal sir is a math subject teacher, and he is from Presentation School, Delhi, and he's very passionate educator. He runs his own EdTech India chat on Twitter. There is much more thing I can talk about Kaushal sir, but we would like to hear from him directly. Kaushal sir, please introduce yourself.
Hello, good evening to all the dear educators who have joined me from GG Ahmedabad, GG Pune, and GG Amritsar. Apart from this, I welcome each and every educator who have taken out their time from their busy schedules and have joined me for today's session. I hope that I will not let you down, and even if I apologize in the beginning itself. So get ready to be with me on this journey of Parlay ideas. Over to you, Dr. Vishal.
Yeah. So it's a very good tool, and we are going to have the founders also together with us. But we'll learn first of all. We'll learn about what is Parlay Ideas and how we can use it constructively in our classroom. So it's a
So,
new
while
tool. Even we are so excited to learn about this. Yes, Reshma.
Yeah, so while you're waiting and you are in the chat, feel free to write down where you are from, what you teach, and if you have any questions coming in while Kaushal sir is presenting it to us and explaining, please have your questions there. There is a surprise. We have the founders of Parlay Ideas with us who can answer probably all and every of your questions. If you have any suggestions, um, uh, please put those also, and we will take them up in a bit when Kaushal sir finishes the basic presentation on we know exactly what we are learning about today. Okay, Kaushal sir, you may start, and me and Dr. Vishal will be backstage. If you need any help, just give us a call.
Okay, that's great. So thank you so much, Reshma ma'am and Vishal sir, for having me here on this GG Ahmedabad and GG Pune group to present Parlay ideas today. Once again, a very warm welcome to all the dear educators. Before we move ahead to what exactly Parlay is, I would like you all to participate with me on this activity. I would request Dr. Vishal to please paste this link so that we can have this activity.
Yes, sir. I have pasted with the group the Mentimeter link. All the members, I just pasted the Mentimeter link in the chat box. Kindly request all to please fill up the survey over here.
So we have this wonderful survey that is what are the benefits of discussion in classroom? And I can see the words have started pouring. Inclusion, collaboration, knowledge, learn, sharing, ideas. That's so great to gather information. Hello, saying that is hello, saying hey, that is for introductions, gather information, communication, interactive learning, ideas, brainstorming, exchange of ideas. That's great. A beautiful word cloud has started pouring on my screen and it is coming out really beautifully. That's the words that has been popped up. Better infusion of ideas, interest, okay. Critical thinking, the word has that popped up. Confidence, absolutely correct. Then I can see interactive learning, appreciation, attentiveness. That's great. Lot of words has come up. Teamwork, oh my god, I have got a engaging audience today, and I am hoping to have a wonderful ride with all of you. That's great. Thank you so much, dear educators, for participating in this wonderful activity. Now, as you only told me that these are the benefits of discussion in the classroom, some of the prominent what I would like to talk here is communication, whether it is verbal or written. Parlay is definitely going to help you. Then we talk about critical thinking. Parlay is again going to help you and your students think in a different perspective and present the thoughts using the Parlay ideas. Then I saw sharing and collaboration. That means students can come together, provide their evidences, thoughts, expressions, and based upon that, the teacher can build upon different set of activities and provide them effective feedback. So let's go on to this wonderful journey of Parlay. So let's welcome and see what is Parlay into our discussion. What is Parlay? Parlay is a comprehensive discussion platform that allows students to interact with each other and with their teacher, both virtually and in person. That means using this tool, you can take the discussion either virtually or in person. This is a best example of hybrid learning. You can have it in the classroom also, or you can have it in the online mode of classes also. And where you can find it on the website, it is parleyideas.com. So take a screenshot of this, that is parleyideas.com. This is the beautiful universe where we are going to find out a lot of discussion and take up the things from our students. Moving ahead, how it works. So it has three prominent features. Parlay Universe. That is, it is the topic library. A lot of topics are there. If you are new to Parlay and if you are not finding any suitable topic, go to the Parlay Universe and you will find amazing lot of topics. Choose any topic, edit it, make your own copy, and then, according to your students' needs, provide it to the students. The next that we will talk is online roundtable. That is, which is being used throughout this online education. So you can create online roundtable, which is a written discussion kind of a thing. You can take it in the asynchronous mode and then have a better interaction with your students. And the last thing that we will talk is live roundtable. That is the verbal discussion. It can be taken up inside the classroom through LMS, that is Zoom, Hangouts, etc. So moving ahead, let's see what the Parlay universe looks like. So this is a sample screenshot which I've taken. We will in some time move to the website and then we'll see how exactly the universe looks like. So if you can see, the universe has lots and lots of topic. You name the topic and you find it in the universe. You name the subject and you will find it in the universe, whether it is English, mathematics, STEM, art, STG, you name it and you will find it on the universe. So what you can do, you can pick up the topic from the universe, make some edits, and then share it with your students. The next is online roundtable. And what is online roundtable about? It is a written discussion forum. It can be used in the asynchronous mode of learning, and it is used in the asynchronous mode of learning. So students join up, they put their comments, teachers put their feedback, and then the learning goes on simultaneously and continuously. It has a wide range of topics to start ever. So you go to the Parlay universe, take a topic, put it on the online roundtable, and there you begin with the discussion. Then it also has the possibility of students' anonymity. There are a lot of students who fear about their privacy and anonymity. So what you can do, you can open the anonymity, and then students can come and pour in their topics and discussion. For the notorious one, we also have some features which we will be discovering in the later part. Then teachers can track the engagement. So teachers can track how the students are talking, what are the keywords that has been used, how are the expressions going on, what kind of topics they have chosen, what kind of words. So all these that the teachers can engage. And based on that trackment, the personalized feedback can be provided for each response. So what you can do, the teacher can provide personalized feedback for each response. And this is not the end of the list. There are many more features which we will be exploring in the later part. Now I am moving to the parleyideas.com. So I am moving to this part. uh, Vishal sir, can you just please tell is the parleyideas.com screen is visible? Okay, so we have moved to the parleyideas.com universe, and let's see what we have in the store with us. So the moment you type in parleyideas.com, it will ask you if you are a first time user, you need to sign in. So you can sign in using Google or with your Microsoft account. So I am using my Google account. So I am going to use my account. So here we are into the world of Parlay. And this is what pops up on your screen the moment you sign in using your Google account or your Microsoft account. You can use any of the other account also. So I've used my Gmail account, and this is the world of Parlay that we have come up. So look here. So on the left side, you have the forum, new roundtable, browse universe, my portfolio, and on the right side you have your avatar. And if you drop down it, you have profile, choose avatar, universe, portfolio, and upgrade. So as a new user, you get to have 12 free roundtables with you. So as a new user, so if you are starting new, so Parlay is going to provide you with 12 free roundtable. If you want to have more, so you can upgrade your account and then you can have more. So let's see how we move up. So first thing that I would like to talk here is the universe part. As I said, universe has a lot of topics. You name it and you get the topic. So let us browse the universe. So I'm going to click here, browse universe. A new window pops up and you see a lot of collections are there. So English, history, social studies, 21st century skills, business economy, you name it and you get it. So if you want to search by subjects and topic, so you can have this. If you want to have something by title, keyword, or something like that, so you just search in and you get it. So let me just find it out for triangles. Sorry for the spelling mistake. Yes, so let me just find out something for triangles. Yes, the search is going on, and here I see 5 round tables which have popped up. Angle of elevation and depression, finding the missing side of a trigonometric ratio, special right angles, area, perimeter, and pizza, representing equal fractions. So let me just take up this special right triangles. So as I said, Parlay Universe is going to provide you with a pre-made roundtable, which is made by a different educator. You can use that as it is. If you want to make some edits, you can edit that. So let me just showcase this. So I am going to click here onto the special right triangles, and look here. So it has learning goals. So it is a very beautiful way to make our student apprised about the learning goal. What exactly are we expecting from this discussion? So this learning goals tells about that. Then we have some content and multimedia. Now, to engage our students into a discussion, we need some kind of content and multimedia. So if I see, this is by Michelle Perryman, who has made this roundtable, and the teacher has put this content. It is a YouTube video, then an image is there about a triangle, and then we have the discussion question. So there are 4 discussion questions. You can add up or you can delete according to the needs of your student. And then at the end of the course, we have peer feedback instructions. So if you look at the peer feedback, so Parlay is going to provide you with pre-customized sentences, so you can use those sentences and put it here. So what are the feedbacks here? I disagree with your solution because, and I agree with your solution because. So these are the 4 things that you will find out in a course. Now if I want to use it, this topic, so I can use it. So I'm going to use it up here. Okay, so let's use this topic. And here we get. Now the moment I click on use this topic, it will ask me which class I want it for. So I'm going to put it for my first course 001. So you can rename it at the later part. So but I am naming it as my first course 001. It's the, and then I'm going to click on create roundtable, and you see the roundtable has come up. So the course for roundtable has come up on front of me. So this is discussion prompt by me, which has been taken by another educator. So we have learning goal, content and multimedia. Then just a second. Then we have a video, we have an image, then we have discussion questions and peer feedback. Now you can see here there's a small button called edit. So if you want to edit it up, you can edit that part. So I'm going to click here on edit, and let me show you how you can edit it up. So the moment I click on edit, this window will open up. So you can bold your sentences, you can put it on italics, you can underline, you can have the alignment, then you have the formatting part, then you have the bullets part, then you have bullets, list part, headers. You can insert a link or edit a link. You can insert an image. You can insert a file. That file can be audio file, video file, PDF file. Then you can insert or edit media. Then we have some beautiful emoticons. Then we have some roundtable templates. So if you want to change the template to any another template, so you can have these templates and make the changes and then provide it to the students. Then we have table. We also have we have the maths equation part. So for math educators who wants to put up any kind of a equation in this, so they can insert a maths equation. And then we have the chemistry formula also. Even though I'm not a chemistry teacher, I've not tried it, but those who are chemistry teachers, they can insert chemistry formulas. So if I want to delete this up, so I want to delete these 2 questions, so I'm going to delete these 2 questions, and I'm going to save and close. Yes, so this is the roundtable which I have created using a prompt from the Parlay universe. Now let's see how we as an educator can create a roundtable. So now let me just click on new roundtable. Now it is asking me what kind of roundtable I want, which I showed you while I was showcasing the PowerPoint. Online roundtable or the live roundtable. Since we all educators are now online, we are taking up online classes. So I am preferring the online mode. So once we get back into our schools in the physical spaces, then we can definitely try up the live roundtable. So it's better to start with the online roundtable so that student gets accustomed how the things are working, what are the different goals, what are the expectations we expect from them, and then we can slowly move into the live roundtable. Now look here, I am going to click here onto the online roundtable. Now again it is asking me, how do I want to start? Do I want it from the universe? do I want it from my portfolio? That is, my portfolio is the topics which I have saved and kept it for different class. So I can just pick it up, make some changes and do it up. Or I can create my own. That is starting from the scratch. Now let me just click on create my own so that you have a basic understanding how we can start this up. So I'm going to click on create my own. So I've clicked on this. Yes. So Parlay is going to help me with a pre-template. So it has provided me learning goal, it has provided me content and multimedia, discussion question, and peer feedback. So if I want to change the headings, I can change the headings. If I want to make any kind of changes, I can change. So let me just take up a different template. So it can be a jigsaw method, a literature reflection, or a collaborative exam preparation. So you can use it for any kind of activity. So you can use it for assessment, you can use it for activity, or you can use it as a lesson topic also. So let me just take up this think, pair, share, and grow. So yes, if you look at this, this is the format of the think, pair, share activity. So again, it has provided me a template. I can insert, I can make the changes, and I can put it up. So I'm going back to the basic Parlay template. So okay, so let me just type in. So let me just make it for area perimeter. I'm just making a basic part. So my learning goal will be to make students, and it's yes. So I've just make the goal that we will be understanding the concept of area and perimeter and its usage in real life. Now let me just showcase how we can insert articles, images, videos, and other things. So I'm going to delete this part and I'm going to take up a random YouTube video. I'm just going to take up a video. I'm taking this video from Khan
What we're doing in
Academy.
this video is a fairly straightforward primer on perimeter and area.
Okay, sorry, I've just taken this and let me just insert a link to it. So it is area and perimeter. Oh, I'm so sorry. It will be so I can just paste the URL and a text to display. So this is the URL and this is my the text to display will be area and perimeter. So the moment the students see, they are going to click on this word and they will be directed to this particular video. Similarly, you can insert some kind of pictures, emoticons, and other things like that. Then comes the discussion questions. Provide students with the specific questions to address in their response. So I am just pouring in just one question. This is a random question I'm taking. I've just put this random question, which is a better option to find space for carpet, area, or perimeter. And then based on that, I can ask my students for peer feedback. So I can just put the prompt as I agree with the I agree with the statement, and the second prompt could be I agree with the statement. And then You save and close it, and you are ready to showcase your roundtable to your student. Now, once you have curated and made your course, now what you can do, you will see these three buttons at the top: anonymity, assessment, and peer feedback. So if you want your students to remain anonymous, you can keep it on. If you don't want, you can put it no. So at the end, when the whole discussion is done, when you export your data, you will find out what name was assigned to a particular child. So even if you put it on, you as a teacher will be able to know which student was assigned which name. So to make the students comfortable, you can keep it on. The second is assessment. Now, what kind of assessment you want? You want to make them score on various criterias like well written, then creativity, focus, evidence analysis. So if I just take up this criteria, well written, then analysis can be my code. Then the this critical thinking. So these four things I have taken. So I have taken four assessment types. So then what I can do, I can put up a score. So there's a maximum score. So I can just take it to 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever I want, I can take it up. So it's good to put it as 5. So students also understand how the things are going on. I'm going to save here for the assessment part, and then the peer feedback. So for peer feedback, there are certain questions here. So it is up to you how and which questions you want to take it up. So like questions like I disagree, agree with this post because, so you can edit this question a little bit or to tweak it. Then this reminds me of, so a lot of prompts are there. So according to your course, according to your roundtable, and according to your topic, you can make the changes and then provide it to the student. So once these three things are done, and now comes the next part, that is to invite my students to come and join this roundtable. So how we can invite our students? I'm going to click here on invite. If you look here, so it has a code. So either your students can type in the code into parleyideas.com, or you can provide them the link, the magic link to enter into the world of Parlay and come and join up the discussion. So what you can do, you can copy the link or you can provide the code to them. So they have to go to parleyideas.com. So if I copy on this link, you can put it on Google Classroom or you can put it on the Microsoft Teams also. So two integrations are there. So if your school, if you as a teacher is using Google Classroom, so you can directly post it on Google Classroom, or if you wish, if you are using Microsoft Teams, so you can put it on Microsoft Teams. Now, when the link is provided to the students, students will be required to log in. So students will be required to log in. So now let me just showcase how does it looks like if I come to students part. So I am going on to incognito mode, and let me showcase how it will look from the student side. So it's just taking a little bit of time. So it's getting loaded. Yes. So now I have come to the student part. So I have put the link, and now let me just sign in. So students are also required to sign in. So I'm going to sign in, and now I'm going to sign it with another account. So here I sign up with my another account. Yes, so it's just ask me this thing. Yes, so I am a student and I am joining this roundtable. So now let's see how does it looks like on behalf of the student side. So look here. So if you look here, this is the round table that has popped up on my screen. So this is the learning goal. So on the left side, the round table is there. So you have the learning goal, content and multimedia, discussion question, and peer feedback and peer feedback instructions are there. So if you can see, area and perimeter is there. So the child is expected to click on this link. Since uh, I have made it randomly, so I've not put a lot of instructions, but when you as a teacher is making this roundtable, put clear-cut instructions for students so that they can understand what to do with the media and how to take it up. So the students are expected to view the video, understand it, and then take up the questions. And on the right side, you will see the response sheet. So I'm going to type in just a response to calculate heart rate. So I have provided my response and I'm going to submit my response. So yes, I've submitted my response. Yes. So now it gets submitted. Okay. Now I'm going back to my teacher view. So you will see this is the anonymous identity. Euclid has popped up on my round table and it says that to calculate carpet space, we require area. Now you will see there are 4 options here: star, 3 dots, comments, and assessment. So let's see one by one. So if you feel as a teacher that this response is a good response and it needs to be showcased to the other students, so you can star mark it up. So it can be used as a model submission. So why do you think that this is a model submission? So I can write it is well written by the student. So I can just type it up and it will become a model submission. Then if you look at the comment section, so the comment section is I agree, disagree with this post because, so these are the statements which were there in as part of the peer feedback. So then what the students can do, they can look at these prompts and then provide the comment. If I take a look at the assessment part, look here at the assessment part. So assessment has all these 4 criteria. Remember, when we were making the course, we had assessment part. So in that assessment part, I chose these 4 criteria. So according to your roundtable, you can choose your criteria and then put it up. So I can put the score like this. For communication, I'm putting this score 3. For well written, I'm putting the score as 2. For analysis, I'm putting the score as 3. And for critical thinking, I'm putting the score as 2. So based on your assessment, you can put the numbers and then you can write a personalized feedback for that particular child. So let me just write the feedback. Thank you. It could have been better with more evidences. So as a student also, the student can also put in a lot of evidences, like they can put media, they can put video to provide evidences for their thoughts. And then if I click on this send feedback, the feedback is submitted to that particular child. So this way we can provide effective feedback to the students, we can assess the students on various parameters, and we can provide different techniques to help them build upon the various skills that we are making them understand through discussions. Now once the discussion is over, everything is done made, now we can look at the summary part. So once the discussion is over, okay, before I move to the summary part, if a teacher wants to end up a discussion, now what happens if as a teacher you want to take up a lot of discussions from time to time? So what you can do, you can put up a end date or a close date. So how will you put it up? You go to the 3 dots and put up a close date. So suppose this particular round table on triangles will have this
Excuse me,
particular close
Kaushal sir.
date. Yes, Vishal sir.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but we are more glad to welcome the founders of Parlay Idea.
Okay,
And
definitely, sir.
I would just take a moment to have them on screen with us.
Okay, okay,
So
definitely.
yeah, we
Go ahead.
have Bobby and Anna. Hi, welcome Bobby, welcome Anna to our GG Ahmedabad
Hi.
and GG Pune group.
Hello.
Yeah. So I would just we would wish to just know from you, how did you start this concept of Parlay Ideas, and what is the basic idea behind this tool?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. So we started it in 2016, just as a side project, and Annalisa joined in 2018 and quickly became the #1 person at our company. She's amazing.
Great.
And the idea behind Parlay is really simple. We believe that discussions are a silver bullet in education, because if you think about the way that the world is going with artificial intelligence and automation affecting, the world of work, human beings are going to have to demonstrate higher level skills like critical thinking and communication and collaboration in order to be productive and constructive members of society who are synthesizing ideas and creating new things. So we think that's really important, and we think that those skills are learned through discussion. And the other really important challenge is the way that social media has changed our relationship to each other and to the truth, and the way that the internet has done that as well. And so it's important for us, we believe, to teach the next generation to learn to have constructive disagreement and to compromise across lines of difference, and to be able to negotiate and work together from different perspectives to arrive at the truth and then decide what to do about it. And because of that, those two things, and discussion is also a great tool. It's the only tool to do that. So we believe that if you want to prepare students for success and for citizenship in the future, that it's important to teach them discussions. And then we believe that it's very hard to teach discussions well, especially in big classrooms where a few kids will often dominate the conversation, and where it's really hard to track and measure student participation in those discussions. So we tried to create a tool. Every day we're trying to be better to make discussions more inclusive, to make it easy for teachers to measure and assess student participation in those discussions, and ultimately to help teachers everywhere make that transition from a very teacher-driven, here's the knowledge you need to know, learning environment, to a student-driven learning environment, where students are bringing the ideas forward and asking the questions and building the arguments and challenging the arguments and learning through that process, which obviously teaches those skills that we're looking for. So that's what we're trying to accomplish with Parlay in the long term. And like I said, we believe that discussions are the way to do that. And we've been using them for 2,000 years. I mean, we still call them Socratic seminars to this day. So it's tried and true discussions. We just need a little update with technology for the 21st century.
Brilliant. So what you said, Bobby, I've got one quick question, is that how actually teachers involve this tool in their regular syllabus? I mean, normally the teacher is always focusing on, say, covering up of the syllabus. Now, this particular tool is for discussion related to the syllabus. So is it an on-class activity, or it's an off-class activity, or how we can have it ongoing with the completion of the syllabus?
I think Annalise is the best person to answer that question.
Yes, Anna.
Yeah.
Would like to, yeah.
Sure. So, yeah, we see Parlay being used in kind of both contexts, sometimes in an asynchronous format where it's a reflection activity, maybe going on as a homework activity throughout the week. And more, especially during remote learning, we've been seeing Parlay being used a lot in a synchronous format. So everybody's online at the same time, and we're actually learning together. Maybe we're starting with some knowledge-based questions where we're recalling what we just learned. And then making those connections and maybe bringing in some creativity as well.
So it's kind of a post-lecture activity that we used to have it in the school. Now, because of this, we can have it online with this tool.
Yeah, and also, Dr. Waria, what I understand is it can be a warm-up session also. So before you start with the new topic,
pre-session activity as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
excellent. Yeah.
Indeed, a great concept. Yes, Bobby, please tell us.
One last thing, it could also be used as a flipped learning activity. So
Absolutely.
if you're recording,
yeah, this is what we understand. Yeah,
this is what, yeah, as a flipped learning.
This is what we understand from what Kaushal has to explain to us.
So, yeah, Kaushal, actually, you went through really proper steps, like understanding of the steps that the teacher should be taking from him or her side to be prepared for the lesson before they send an invite to the students. So that was really nice.
Thank you so much, and that was really great to have Bobby and the Anisa ma'am from Parlays to join us for this session.
So, Bobby, I have a question in the chat that they're saying that can they have can teacher and student join at the same time with the same inside the same code, or there is a security feature that the students join as students and teacher join as teacher, and then they cannot modify each other's content?
Mm-hmm. So you can create an account as a student or a teacher. If I'm a teacher and I create a discussion and I invite students, even if those students sign up with a teacher account, when they join that discussion, they will be participating as a student in that discussion and in my course. Mm-hmm. So they can't modify the content or assess or anything like that. They could go create their own courses if they really wanted to, but at that point, because they're a student in that course, they don't have any teacher privileges.
And there can be group projects as well, right? The teacher create a group and assign a specific roundtable for them and then have different students in different roundtables?
Yes, we see that a lot for small group discussions. For example, book talks. So you want 5 or 6 students talking about a book in a lot of depth and detail as opposed to the whole class. You can break it up, no problem. Yeah.
Awesome.
Sure. And I would wish to know more about how this journey started and how presently how many schools or how many students do you think are using this tool?
Yeah, so in terms of the journey starting, we started very small. We worked in Toronto, Canada, so there's a number of independent schools here. And we went into their classrooms and we just wanted to understand how were they doing discussions. You know, these schools had laptops or devices in their classroom for almost a decade, and they were very advanced with their use of, you know, discussion-based learning and collaborative learning and student-centered learning. So we sat with them and we learned and we learned and we learned, and then we built an early version of the tool in 2016. And then over time, we continued to evolve and we started moving into public schools because ultimately this was our goal, was to learn from some of these, you know, very innovative schools that have lots of resources and to create a discussion experience that we could then bring to the world. So since then, we've grown mostly in the United States and also some international schools. And India is continuing to grow very quickly. Actually, we have over 500, almost 600,000 students and about 70,000 teachers on the platform.
That's a great number. That's a great number.
Yeah.
And really appreciate the technology behind, you know, supporting these many number of students and teachers at the same time. So congratulations to you for that.
Yeah. Another question, I'm just looking at the questions. Educators wants to know that how many teachers in a particular school district can be on the same Parlay. Do you have any offerings for the whole school district as a licensed software, and how many students can it accommodate, or it has to be teacher specific?
It could be either one. So you could have an individual teacher license or a 5-pack or a 10-pack or So you can buy individual teacher licenses for, let's say, just the English department, if that's where you want it to start, and many schools do start there. But then you could buy a whole school license. And then if you buy a whole school license, it's just per student, however many students are in the school. And then after that, all teachers and all students in that school can use it unlimited. So you kind of create this umbrella and everyone can have total free reign underneath that.
Awesome. So I'm just adding up Dr. Narjeet Kaur. She is the GEG Punjab and Amritsar, which is just launching next week. So we have one more awesome group in India that is coming up. So Dr. Narjeet, if you have any questions, she is one of the administrators in her school, and she's an English teacher. So she might have some questions.
Yeah, hello Bobby, hello Anna. It was an amazing session and a very useful tool, I must say. So, how many children at a time can join this conversation, and how many discussions can we have at a time?
Yeah. So right now in a single roundtable, you could have anywhere from 5 students all the way up to about 60 or 70 students in the discussion. We recommend keeping that number to maybe between 20 and 30. So you might want to split your class into multiple groups so that the discussion is a little bit more intimate and students can reply to each other and it's not too overwhelming. So we recommend keeping it around 30 students at a time. And then in terms of how many discussions you could have on your account, the free trial version right now, you can use up to 12 discussions, so 12 roundtable discussions.
So after 12, are we going to have buy a subscription or something, or can we edit the previous ones and continue?
Yes, technically you can edit the previous ones. If you need a few extra to try out the tool, please just go to the chat bubble at the bottom corner and just ask us. We're happy to give you a few extra roundtables so you can try it out and get a lot of practice with it before you make a decision.
Yeah, that would be wonderful. That is going to be a wonderful, wonderful tool for the educators to have. And it is an awesome model of flipped learning. As I just commented also, it is an awesome model. We had TEDx model. I have already tried that, but this seems simpler and this seems more awesome than the previous ones I have tried. So many congratulations on such beautiful tool.
Another quick question that comes to my mind right now is, Anna or Bobby, is that once we have had a discussion, once we have already completed a discussion, would it be there if you want to have it for future references, or where would it be then?
Yes. After you have the discussion, there's that summary page, which is a great tool to dive in and do the reflection as a group. So the word cloud, where you have the key ideas and then all the other data. It's a great tool as a class to say, how did we do and how can we do better next time? So introduce that metacognition, and then that stays forever. And then also at the individual student level, you have student reports where you'll be able to see an individual student's engagement over time. You'll be able to see roundtable by roundtable how they participated and your assessment and your feedback. So you have that sort of continuous record of their learning journey.
I think that's where we have just stopped, where Kaushal sir was explaining these things. So yeah, so I think we are yet to learn. So that was the question. Yes, Reshma, you want to say something?
Yeah, just a last question. Educators have another question that once the roundtable has ended, and that means the teacher has set the time limit, is it possible to go back and reopen the discussion, or they need to create a new one?
Yes, you can reopen.
Okay, so based upon students' learning, we can reopen the discussion and differentiate it for different types of learners.
The close date can be modified.
Awesome. I know it stopped you right when we were about to discuss the
Yeah, we are yet to learn from Kaushal about how to utilize this tool. So I think let's continue with the rest of the session, and I would request Bobby and Anna to stay till, if possible, till the end, and we would be again joining together for this discussion. So Kaushal sir, over to you, and you may please continue with the session.
Okay. Thank you so much. So, dear educators, I was here where we were discussing the assessment the criteria, and if we want to set up a closed state, we can set up a closed state. And if I want to modify the closed state, as Reshma ma'am said, that even if we have set a closed state and we want to reopen it, so we can already reopen it. And after that, we can export that data and keep the data with us for our further references. Now let's see how the data looks like, what exactly the summary looks like. So I'm going back to my slides. So this is the way the summary is going to come up. So the percentage of the students that have submitted the response, the percentage who has given at least a comment, the percentage who has received at least one comment, and what is the comment length. So this is a screenshot which I've taken from the Parlay form. So this is the screenshot which I would like to showcase here, that this kind of summary is going to pop up with us when we are going to open the summary tab. Then a keyword cloud is also going to pop up. So like we have in the Mentimeter, what kind of keywords that the students have used in. Similarly, all those keywords which the students are using in your discussion, all those keywords will pop on. Then this is the most and amazing feature of the comment summary. So this is a beautiful kind of a circle which is going to pop up on your screen when you go to the comment summary part. You can see that the colors are there, so they are moving from one side to the another side. So if the color is from one side to another side, that means the discussion has taken from one student to the another student. You can see the parabola, the trajectory of the colors. So like if you look at this brown color, the trajectory has moved back. So this way you can analyze the things, you can analyze the comments, what kind of comments the students have provided to their peers, and what was the thing that has come up from that particular discussion part. So this was all about online roundtable, which is a very popular format to do discussion in the classroom. And what more, you can get a personalized summary chart of the class. You have the keywords, you have the comment section, and the reflection questions which you can think upon and make up your discussions much more fruitful and engaging. Now the next thing that I would like to showcase here is the Parlay live roundtable. So I've got a video, and I would request Vishal sir to put in the video in the chat box also, as the volume is a little slower. So this is the format of a live roundtable, so which is going up in a class. So there's a teacher who has put up the questions, and the students are looking through the laptops and will participate verbally.
Sorry. So this is exactly how we discuss when the classrooms are on, right? So when we are on in the school in front of the children, this is how we discuss.
So this way we are taking up, and then if the devices are provided, then you see all the students are there, the prompts was given, and they are verbally putting in their things. So you see, this is the student view in Parlay. So they have their avatars, they have their notes, they can tap up, they can just give a thumbs up. The teacher can put it in a poll at any point. Students can challenge the idea of other students. So they are building on someone else's point or their own point. They can keep separate notes. And look, this is the teacher view of the Parlay. So the teacher can again provide feedback, assess, put up some kind of prompts, nudging a student. So teacher, as I said, the teacher can create a poll and send it to the students.
So here, proximity to students is not an essential part, I suppose, and we can do it with remote teaching learning concept. So here I remember what Anna said is that we can have a discussion in an asynchronous mode, not
Yes.
necessarily where students and teacher be together at the same time. So you can post the discussion, students can at their own time paste their answers or paste their opinions or viewpoints, and then the teacher can also have a comments later as per her schedule.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes. So this was all about the live roundtable. Even though I have not tried it, but I am really excited to try up the live roundtable. And these are some of the summary which I've taken the screenshot from the Parlay form. So this is the chart which comes up after the summary is provided. So this colors shows the time spent by the students. So if you look at the circle, these are the various colors for the different students. So it provides us what is the time that the child has spent up. Then the student tap ins, how many times a student has tap in. So tap in means the student wanted to say something, the student wanted to challenge an idea, the student wanted to put in some point of view. So that is the type in. So if you see, these 4 points are there: new ideas, challenges, builds on, and questions. So accordingly the taps ins are counted. And this is the view of the tap in summary. So if you look at the child, so the blue color is marked for new idea. So a discussion is going on and a new idea has popped up. So the blue color represents the new idea. Then if a student has challenged another idea, so that way the challenge is provided by the pink color. Then the build upon, how many students were building upon on that particular idea. Then we have the questions in the dark blue color and added by teacher. So something which is added by the teacher, which is showcased by the yellow color. So in all, Parlay is a great tool to take up in the classroom to give students a say in their voices and bring new skills in the classrooms. So with this, I rest my case, and now I am open to the forum for Q&A. And I would also request Bobby and Annalisa to help me with the Q&A sessions.
Yeah. So a brilliant session, Kaushal sir. We do have a certain set of questions. I would ask Reshma to take it out from the chat. And before that, I would like to just share is अभी तक चाय पे चर्चा हो रही थी, अभी हम पार्ले पे चर्चा
पार्ले
करेंगे।
पे चर्चा करने वाले जी,
वो
बिल्कुल सर, बिल्कुल।
वो पार्ले जी के बिना होगी। You remember Parlay Ji biscuit?
Yes, 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 sir.
Right. So this is in fact a very good tool, and what I perceive from the overall session that you have taken is that if you would like to have discussions regarding a particular topic, or you would like to have discussion regarding what understanding the students that have about a teacher completing a particular topic in the class or syllabus, then this, rather than having them attempt an examination, is that let them have an open-ended discussion with us, so that we can have more ideas about what understanding they develop for the particular topic, and we can explore into their understanding. That if we need to say improve in our say teaching, then we can do it accordingly. This is what I've understood from this particular session.
Absolutely.
Of yours. Yeah.
And I hope
so Reshma, can we
I
just
was
take up the
clear.
question? Yeah.
Yeah, but just for a little bit of fun, because you just said something in Hindi, the Indian language, and Bobby and Anna were confused. I just wanted to show them something. So, this is one of the cookies that are the most popular since my childhood, my parents' childhood, probably, which says Parlay, and it goes really well with the tea. So that is the reason Dr. Varia said that we have been having tea, but now we will have Parlay with the tea. So,
this was part of our plan all along.
Yeah, thanks Reshma for making it audible to them.
Yeah, and you got the great audience. You got Parlay in India, so nobody can ever forget it.
True.
Yeah. So coming back to questions, the question that I know is very, very important in terms of Indian education system. That how can we make use of this in areas where the device is a problem, the connectivity is a problem sometimes. So is there a way that this can be used after the without the connection, or is there a way that people can use it on their phones or any other way of using it?
So you need to have an internet connection to use it, unfortunately. And the mobile experience right now is possible, but I'll be the first to admit that it's not the best experience. But one of the things we're working on this summer is going to be improving that mobile optimization so that students can use it, and teachers, but more students can use it with their phones. So that's something that going into next school year for here in September that we're going to be looking to improve. So it's definitely on the roadmap.
Awesome, thank you. Another question that pop up is you are partners of Google, so and is there a way that directly you can integrate it with Google Classroom, the assignments that you create, or do we need to copy and paste the link every time in our classroom?
So right now, if you create a discussion in Parlay, you would have to press the Google Classroom button, and then that would go and create a link. So it does automatically connect to your Google Classroom in that way. This summer, one of the things we're working on right now, actually, as a team, is the ability to roster with Google Classroom, to share assignments, and then ultimately share assignment data. So that's something we're working on right now. So that will be coming soon.
Awesome. That would be great, because I think that is what exactly the teachers wanted to know. That do they need to invite every student each time when they send an invite code? That would be wonderful if it can be integrated with the roster. I think that can even help with the auto correction and auto grading as well, right?
Yes, so you'll be able to share assessment data
Yes,
back
yes.
and forth. Yeah.
I think
Awesome.
that is
Any-
what we teachers are going to enjoy a lot, auto grading and directly getting integrated into the Google Classroom. So I think that is one of the best features of this tool, because every time going and pasting the links is going to be a little, it's clumsy for the teachers also. So this is really good, really, really good.
Awesome.
So, Reshma, it's already 9 year, and before we end up, we have got some announcements to be made. But before that announcements are to be made, I would like to have 3 set of cheers for Bobby and Anna for spending out time over here. So, Bobby and Anna, 3 cheers, 3 claps for you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And accepting our request to join us. And furthermore, more and more 3 cheers for Kaushal sir again and again for making this Parlay ideas, visible to us and showing us how we can use it in our class. So Kaushal sir have been very great, have been great person today introducing this concept, and we are overjoyed to have Bobby and Anna with us from Parlay Ideas. So that's for this session for Parlay Ideas. And Reshma, what announcement I'm going to make now?
Okay, I will give over it to the person who wants to make an announcement, that is Dr. Narjeet. So, Narjeet, here you go.
So hi, and my first invitation here goes to Anna and Bobby, both of you. Please do drop in for the launch event of GEG Punjab and Amritsar, which we are going to have on 13th of April, which is a Baisakhi Day, a harvest festival for Punjab, and a very auspicious day for us here. And I really take this platform also to thank Dr. Varia and Reshma. She's my childhood friend. I never forget to add that anytime I take a name. So really, really thankful to them for having shown me this journey and never leaving me and leaving my hand when we were walking. So it was a road I had never traveled before, but now it is going to be well traveled, and I really am looking forward to a lots and lots of amazing sessions ahead in collaboration or otherwise. And yes, I would request everybody who's present here, our amazing educators, amazing teachers, to please be present for the launch session. We are going to have a person from CBSE who would be talking about how CBSE and Google are going forward, and it is going to be a trend in India now. CBSE, one after the other, has been conducting lots and lots of workshop with Google for Education, and this is what CBSE is looking moving forward with now. And of course, we are going to learn amazing tools, which is going to help us to make our classrooms more interactive, more collaborative, more interesting. And this is the way to be. I mean, next 5 years, we are outdated if we do not know all these things. So be there, join me, please. And
Yes,
yeah, more
yes,
power to
Ranjit
all of
ma'am.
us. Yeah.
So thankful to you for inviting all of us for the launch event. And yes, GG's Google Educator groups, G's are picking up in India. After the launch of GG Pune, GG Ahmedabad, we had GG Delhi NCR. Now we're having Delhi, we are having GG Punjab and Amritsar. GG Vadodara is marching ahead for her launch there, and we have other GGs also coming up in India. So yes, Google for India is working hard now to work it with education sector. And yes, as you said, Najit ma'am, we are here to learn new things. We are here to collaborate, and GGs are the groups, communities where we can learn from each other. So stay connected, everyone. And yes, Najit ma'am is going to invite us all. You shall be receiving the email invites very soon. And see you all on 13th on the launch day of GG Punjab and Amritsar. And obviously on next Saturday with our regular PD sessions with GG AP, that's Ahmedabad and Pune. So
Dr.
that's all for
Varia,
today's session.
yeah,
Yes,
Dr.
Reshma.
Varia, audience is waiting for the feedback form.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, just a moment. Sorry, I just forgot it. Yeah. So
No, we
it's so
were so
exciting that I
excited.
just forgot feedback form. Yeah,
No
but
worries, no worries.
I would like to just mention over here is, as I'm pasting in the chat. It so happens is that once you fill up the feedback form, it may so happen that it gets locked because it is connected with certify them add-on, and maybe when the emails the quota limit is over, you may not be able to add your feedback. So just don't be in a haste. Be patient. You can edit tomorrow as well, and I shall be sharing the complete links with you in the email after this session. So thank you one and all for joining on this session, and we had more than 100 users at the time. So thanks to StreamYard for allowing this facility. And yes, last thing, Najit ma'am, Reshma ma'am, Kaushal sir, Parlay is having a fantastic perquisites for the Google trainers. So do just check it out with the perquisites document, and you can have Parlay Premium with you. So thanks again, Bobby and Anna, for this, and thanks very much again for joining our session. So I think let's conclude this session, and let's end up today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Thank
Bye. Bye.
Thank you.